Hello, good evening. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is all about how to do intercropping of sukuma wiki and onions. But before embarking to the video, I request you kindly, if you are meeting this YouTube channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, liking my videos, sharing to your friends so that your friends also can get the content. For those ones who have already subscribed to this YouTube channel, I can't take it for granted. I say thank you and may God bless you abundantly. The only way that you can support me in this YouTube channel is by subscribing, liking my videos, commenting and watching my videos. That's the only way that you can support me. Please, I request you to watch this video until the end so that you can get the content. Now, this is it. Let us embark to the main topic of the day. I told you that today's video is all about how to do intercropping of onions and sukuma wiki. This is the type of sukuma wiki which I told you that it is a long-lasting sukuma wiki because we don't use seeds when planting, but we only use the buddings from the parent sukuma wiki. And this is the kind of sukuma wiki which I'm going to show you on how you can do the intercropping of it and the onions. First, if you want to plant your onions and sukuma wiki in the same piece of land, you have to dig your land first. Just cultivate your land. Make sure you do the maximum tillage. You remove all the weeds from your piece of land so that you can plant the sukuma wiki and the onions in a land which is well made. Between the sukuma wiki and the onions, first you have to plant your onions. These are the onions for those ones who doesn't know. These are the onions. Kwa Kiswahili tunaita kitunguu. So you have to plant your onions first. After 1 month, when the onions start to make new leaves, then you plant your sukuma wiki inside the rows of the onions. You have, if you want your sukuma wiki and your onions to be in a good order, you have to plant your onions in the rows. You can see that is the row of onions. It starts from here until to that far end. That is the line of onions. I told you that you have to plant the onions first. Why do we plant the onions first? Because if we start by planting sukuma wiki, the sukuma wiki, you know, at first it starts making leaves. The leaves would interfere, or you would interfere with the sukuma wiki when planting the onions. But for the onions, you can plant the onions when they finish 1 month. Then you make holes in another row between the onions and the other onions. You make the row in between and plant your sukuma wiki. This is the sukuma wiki which we plant. This sukuma wiki, we don't plant the seeds. We just remove the buddings from the parent sukuma wiki and plant it in this row. This kind of planting, from one row of onions to the other row of onions, I normally plant 60 centimeters from one onion to the other onions. It is 6 centimeters. You see, this is the onion and the other onion is here. This space in between here is 60 centimeters from one onion to the other. Why am I leaving this space? Because I want to plant the sukuma wiki in between. When I come to plant the sukuma wiki in between the onion and the onion, I measure that centimeters from onion to the hole of sukuma wiki. That's where I dig the hole to plant sukuma wiki. As you see, from the onion to sukuma wiki, there's a big space, meaning this sukuma wiki won't interfere with this onion. As you can see, this is the onion and this is the sukuma wiki. Here in between we have a space. Why am I leaving this space? This space helped me when weeding these onions. I normally use jembe to weed between the onions and sukuma wiki. You can even use your bare hand and uproot the weeds if the weeds are not as much. This is the weeds. You can use your bare hand and remove these weeds. But if the weeds are many, you can use even the jembe. This kind of planting, it is evident because you can use your small piece of land and plant two crops. Here I have the sukuma wiki and I have the onion. I can come, I harvest my sukuma wiki, I harvest my onions, and that's enough for the day. This kind of planting, it helps us to use a small place, because I was to decide and plant only this sukuma wiki here in this kind of garden. It is not a big garden, it's a small garden, but I have minimized it by planting onions and sukuma wiki in the same piece of land. I normally like this planting, this intercropping, because it normally utilizes a space well. Because from here, the onion to the other onion, it's a big space. This is a waste of space. That's why I saw that it is good for me to plant sukuma wiki so that it can cover this space, and at the same time, it will help me as vegetables. Because I told you that my aim is to encourage you on how to make your kitchen garden to have everything. Last week, I showed you on how you can manage your sukuma wiki to reduce the work of weeding it and every time. Now today I'm teaching you on how you can intercrop the sukuma wiki and the onions in the same piece of land. This weeding becomes easy because if you plant onions here, you plant sukuma wiki in the other side, even the weeding will be difficult for you. But for now, here, you can wake up in one morning, you cultivate here, you plant your things. Even if it is weeding, you come about 30 minutes, you are finished to weed this small piece of land. In kitchen gardening, you don't need a lot of space so that you can plant your things. You can plant in a smaller section, you plant spinach. In a small section, you plant saga. In a small section, you plant managu. In the other section, you plant sukuma wiki. That's what we call kitchen gardening. You have to have everything in your kitchen gardening. Next time, I'm going to teach you on how you can plant saga intercropped with managu. That's what we call kitchen gardening. In kitchen gardening, let us embark in kitchen gardening. Let us make sure we have all kind of vegetables in our kitchen garden. Let us reduce the cost of buying vegetables. The cost of buying vegetables is a lot. Those 50 bob you are buying vegetables, you can save them or you can invest in something. That's what I'm telling you. As women, let us reduce the cost of buying vegetables from our husbands. Our husbands do a lot of job. They pay school fees, they pay rent, they buy what, and then we want them to buy vegetables. No, as women, let us embark on kitchen gardening. Let us do all necessary, what we can, so that we can reduce that cost of buying vegetables. Just surprise your husband and show him that you are able. Hiyo pesa ya kununua mboga, save, just save, invest. Mboga si kitu ya kununua. Mboga ya kukula kitchen is not a lot. Imagine you have a small piece of land like this. You have planted your onions, you have planted your sukuma wiki, you have planted saga, you have planted managu. Per week, You can say that Monday I eat sukuma wiki, Tuesday spinach, Wednesday saga, Thursday it is, and the week ends. There's no big deal. That's why I'm encouraging you that you have to do all you can so that you can have as many as possible kitchen gardens. Let us embark on this kitchen garden. This sukuma wiki is a good type of sukuma wiki because it doesn't take a lot of time. You only remove the budding from the parent sukuma wiki. You plant after a month. You are harvesting your vegetables. And that's all for today, my fellow listeners. Please, 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 please support me by subscribing to my YouTube channel. You give me a morale. When subscribing, liking my videos, commenting, sharing to your friend, you give me a morale of coming with more and more kitchen garden videos showing you on how we can reduce the cost of buying vegetables. And with that, that's all for today. I say thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for your subscribing, and let us meet on the next video.